Well, ladies and gentlemen, the casket. These two have certainly... He talked... So here we go. Should be a good one. She can't miss with that jab. Claressa Shields is in trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Catch and shoot. Nice counter. That hook just can't find the target. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They got out of the way of that right hook. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about McCaskill. Here we go. It's round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
They exchange punches, holding nothing back here in the round. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter shot. A perfect counter lands. Tried to score with a jab. She scores with that counter. Can't find a home for that jab. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about the cap. On to the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
counterpunch right up the middle. This counterfighter believes in me. Anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Good counter punching. That jab won't score. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Punch, counter punch. That right hook's blocked. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. She wasn't ready for that counter. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about McCaskill. There's the bell to start round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. She catches and counters. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Nice counter shot. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter shot by her. Swing and a miss with that jab. Claressa Shields just got clipped. Slot is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about...
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about McCaskill in that last round. That was on to the 5th we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Counter punches have to hurt. She throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Nice counter shot by her. Well done with that counter shot. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. How about that time counter shot? We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work, that's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Good counter punch. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shields. Let's start the sixth. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Stamina is off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. Claressa Shields is in trouble. Down goes Claressa Shields. Wow, let's take another look at that.
A shot from the gods took her out.
What a night we expect it to be. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud.
And here, this bout, not too many. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Lands with that right uppercut. The left hook can't miss. A perfect counter shot. The right hook just missed. They drop their guard, they get caught. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Hook misses. She catches and counters. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alicia in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to...
Great work. I love that.
Here we go. It's round two. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter shot by her. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Good counter punch. They're both trying for a knockout. Oh, Franchon Crews-Dezurn is now in trouble. Judges score. Hold her right there. Oh, and the heavy hitting. And the Diva is down. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Let's talk about Crews-Dezurn in that last round. Let's see how the game plan.
He's starting to understand.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Crews-Dezurn now. She is stumbling all over the place. Crews-Dezurn is on the canvas. I don't believe it. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's... The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not got to get trigger happy. Be smart with the shot. Be sneaky. Pretend you're going to go for someone else in the body, and then boom, let the shot in again. Be smart.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Another win. Sinisa.
This bout is...
What a pleasure to be in this. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Nope, that hook won't score. Nice counter shot. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Perfect counter shot. She got clipped by that counter. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And now Hardy. Oh, it may be the beginning of the end. And Heather Hardy just couldn't take anymore. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Even I've got to see. 1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight?
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Some fighters, when this happens,
It looks like she's going to survive the round, but just barely. Let's talk about Here we go for round 2. So she's back in her corner, Johnny, but